Welcome to a Command & Conquer tournament game. It's round 2 between Jamie in the red as Nod versus BronzePanic in the yellow as Nod as well. Both starting with a very standard start. Just hand of Nod first up. And alrighty. It's all fine. I mean, like, Jamie is slightly faster with everything, it seems. Just looking at the amount of cash spent, but not completely sure about that. I also have to toggle those players, just like that. And now it should be good to go. Right, in the middle of the map we got a couple of flamethrowers just shooting. And some of them even getting some kills. Wow, BronzePanic, 3-1 KD, that is very important. That's a very big deal, indeed it is, but now. 3 refineries versus 3 refineries. Placement is pretty much the same for both players. Wow. You know, you've got a mirror match and then you've got a mirror match. This is definitely a mirror match. Both players now going for airstrip. Placing it down like a second apart, maybe? Just guessing. However, Jamie is about like 200-ish ahead in terms of like eco harvested, which means that their refineries are like slightly quicker. And now minus 25 power because both were on 5. And ooh, BronzePanic. Yes, there it is. That took a while. Ooh, now you're slowing down. Did you run out of cash or something? Because you're giving Jamie a decently large lead now. Only now getting into the positive power again. Whereas Jamie has already got multiple buggies out. And they've got another refinery and all that. They're doing quite a lot better, honestly. Yes, they do. Double refinery ahead now. There is yours. Okay, sure. That hurts. It really does. I mean, being a like factory behind, like a full factory behind, more than that even, is a little bit of a problem. This one is a little bit more efficient for late game, I guess. Not really sure what it is though. I do not know, no. To me they all seem the same. Maybe this just... Okay, yeah. Seems like the map isn't actually perfectly symmetrical, but alright. Second airstrip out for Jamie, still low power, minus 15. Should see that soon, unless this power plant was in time. Now at 85 power, which means that they are ahead in terms of... Well, they were ahead in economy, and now they definitely should be ahead in production. And eco, they're also like 1400 ahead by now. Which is not insignificant, it really isn't. However, the fights over here, or like this fight, pretty decent for BronzePanic, all things considered. I mean, they do now have their second airstrip out as well. And middle of the map, their forces are looking quite good. Eco is still slightly better for Jamie, or at least like they're still in total slightly ahead. And eco, ooh yeah, double refinery ahead. That is a lot. And I'm not really sure how BronzePanic is able to catch up with that. The only thing they could do is damage Jamie. Their army is better right now. So maybe they're able to do something with that. But as long as Jamie is able to hold on and like not lose too much, hey? It should be fine for Jamie. However, well, having to heal up your construction yard again, that hurts a little bit. And in the meantime, BronzePanic attacks down south. Getting all of the buggies cleaned up over here. Going to damage the power plant. Still plus 10 power. Now minus 9 because of the turret. So that's not great. Turret is of course able to hold off the vehicles, because that's what it's good against. But still, minus 3 power, it's not great. Still slowing down the production ever so slightly. But there it is. 99 power left over now. And going back up. with no defenses here for Jamie, that's going to be a forced sell-off. Jamie, don't lose it. Good job. Engineer is not going to do anything. That means that, well, Jamie's economy is looking good. They've got cash in the bank, so they can easily launch a counterattack. But if this game goes later, and BronzePanic just keeps expanding, their eco will be better, leading to like a better force as well. They are still able to build turrets, so a push from Jamie is not going to be all that easy. With the extra cash, they should be able to launch a counterattack, which might be able to snipe the construction yard, because there isn't a lot here. And they might be able to snipe a airstrip. But as I said, yeah, turrets, they're good against vehicles, so it's still going to be quite difficult. Maybe damaging or killing a harvester. Don't let that thing go in. Oh, that hurts BronzePanic, because that's a dead harvester now. Forces from Jamie are taking a couple of shots, or getting shot at. Not great. And hey, light tank. Ooh. Yeah, rarely see them. I say that even though we've had 3 or 4 matches already in this tournament where we've seen them. Maybe even more. Anyways, over here, well, a couple of bikes should be able to handle that tank. And middle and south. A lot of bikes over here for Jamie, which are quite good against vehicles. And maybe they're able to run around with the bikes and just go in, go out, and snipe? Maybe. It would be difficult. And honestly, the eco for BronzePanic is not catching up, because they're not expanding anymore. And, well, another harvester that goes down. That hurts. Jamie was pincered here, so the forces for Jamie have been cleaned up mostly. Does now also have a very beautiful light tank. Both players with just one light tank mixed in. I guess that's for to soak damage, but then why do you have it in the back? I don't really know why else you would have them. I mean, buggies are not great against light tanks, as in they're quite bad against them. So that's what I think they're for, just to soak damage. But it wasn't really effective at that. Down south, the bike and buggy force combined for Jamie gets some decent shots off and chirp it. And we're slightly back because I don't want to skip ahead. And the game is stupid. Right, so Jamie still with cash in the bank, still with 5,500 ahead in total harvested. Let's take a look at how they've been doing in the last 30 seconds. That's actually quite damn even. It will fluctuate, of course. So it's not a perfect metric, I know that, but ooh, just looking at it, it's not looking great for BronzePanic. 600 versus 2300, even though it's of course going to be switching around a little bit in terms of per player. It doesn't look good. If it is true that Jamie has indeed double the efficient eco, that could be a very big problem. Now, multiple bikes. Construction yard was sold off a couple of seconds ago. And bikes now here to snipe. That's something they're good at. Are they able to accomplish a good snipe? They should be, because these units are not actually moving into the bikes. And sniped. Good. Shouldn't be able to snipe this one. However, moving down, shouldn't be able to snipe anything significant. I don't think so, at least. Sniping a power plant wouldn't be the most important, since BronzePanic still has 160 power left over. And that's something you can see, because I kept it up. Okay. And Jamie's still with 2600 in the bank. Right in the middle should be pretty even. Difficult to judge, because double buggies over here versus one bike. But reinforcements can be better for both players, depending on where they move. Anyways, now moving up north for BronzePanic. Might be able to snipe a harvester, but would lose quite a lot of forces in the process themselves, so that's not advisable, at least I don't think so. And kind of splitting up now, getting them together, but ooh, buggy numbers for Jamie are looking very good. If they micro down these 3 or 4 very damaged buggies, it could be a very big problem. Down south, nothing is happening. Up north, nothing is happening because you can't move up north. And Jamie forcing BronzePanic back. And yeah, wow, 400 versus 3600. Not looking good. I don't know how their eco is like this bad. But I guess it's just because Northfield, they don't have any harvesters. This field has ran out, this field is like almost out. And down south, these are power plants. That's why. I was like, oh hey, there must be a like refinery there, but no, that's a double power plant. That makes a lot more sense. Those are insanely inefficient, whereas the ones from Jamie are still good. Are also like offensive with harvesters unintentionally, but oh well. Should honestly be a win for Jamie. They've now spent all of the cash, which you can't see, but it is true. And yeah, triple the current economy and sell off for BronzePanic. Mostly. They haven't sold their turrets. Do you really think those turrets are going to do anything? The answer was no. So they sold them off. Very well timed with the music, by the way. Game 2 on serves up 1v1 between Jamie in the red versus BronzePanic in the bronze, yellow, whatever color you want to call it. Both with Nod. Since, well, they're Nod players, right? And that means that nothing to talk about, and that means, you guessed it, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, because hey, this one refinery being up first and this one being up second while being more efficient is not what you want to talk about right now. So yeah, that being said, let's now talk about exactly that, like something around that point. Anyway, second refinery up over here, quite efficient second field. This one is on like home base field, this one is double with this field. And I thought it was a little small, but no, this field is actually possible to like pretty much like sustain with 2 for at least a long time. It should run out eventually, but not quickly. Over here, BronzePanic denying some scouting, over here the same thing. And on the other side, pretty much the same thing happened as well. So, who cares? Anyways, little interesting maybe, but like, with like Jamie's placement of the Hand of Nod, they were able to go to this field first. Whereas BronzePanic, like, Hand of Nod over here, forced them to like go to this field, even though it's not exactly efficient. Had the Hand of Nod been here, they could have placed the refinery there-ish, which would have been better for this field. I think so at least, but maybe this is intentional for like late game to like get to that? I don't think so. Anyways, 3 ref, 1 airstrip. 3 ref, 1 airstrip. Who would have thunk it? And it's actually Jamie, who has already got their power plant up first. Who would have guessed? Yeah, and spidering on over to the northern field. This is a relatively large field. Of course, the corner fields being like the biggest ones on the map. But a like less aggressive, less greedy play compared to what we've seen like in last one. Yes, in the last one. I think that was against or like Lot 6 versus Trionaja, where Trionaja went all the way to this field, starting at the north. That was very greedy, I'd say. But maybe that was possible because they were facing up against GDI. I don't remember actually. I just remember like going into like what should kind of be the enemy's field is, oh yeah, aggressive or greedy, one of the two. But it worked. Jamie now going with the slightly more standard play, but like these refineries are a little less efficient. Okay, sure. They're still on 6 versus like 5 on the other side. So it's fine. And because of that, they're already like, that's like 600 ahead in terms of resources harvested. And BronzePanic now finally out of low power. Right. 1 refinery going down. No harvester was destroyed, but this refinery is not able to keep up with double harvester. So eco will be less efficient. cleaning up the forces from Jamie though. That is very efficient. On the other side though, Jamie now pushing in will be pushed back by a little turret. But are they able to do anything else? Not really. And their forces are split up majorly. Just a couple of bikes. Bikes are good against buggies. Good against vehicles in general, of course. But on their own, they're quite squishy. They don't have a lot of HP, so it is a little dangerous having just bikes. But yeah, as long as you're not being outnumbered too badly, it should be fine-ish. Over here, Jamie once again spidering on over and should have like an efficient refinery there. Might even go like one further in order to get to like tip of the refinery in there, but yeah. Nope. Where are you going to place a refinery? Because here does not seem like it would fit or would be efficient. Little surprised about that, but it's fine. Over here, choke point, which will be cleaned up. Like the units from BronzePanic will be cleaned up without too much difficulty. And there. Yeah, it does fit there, but it's like not efficient. It should have been like one higher, right? I think so. Anyways, doesn't matter really. I mean, they're still ahead in ref count and they're more spread out, so should be better for late game. Over here, a couple of units to defend and choke point to defend as well is okay for BronzePanic. It's going to be difficult for Jamie to like move in here. But if or when they do, well, there is just one turret to defend. It's not a lot. Might be enough, but yeah, keeping BronzePanic contained in their own base is quite nice. They're not able to go to the big field. They're not able to go to like the fourth field, third field, something like fourth. It would be, or like fifth, third, secondary, 30th, tertiary, stupid field. All right. They're not able to go there, nor here. This is a big one. This is a real primary field, and they're not able to get it. Which means that their efficiency will go down. Look, no eco there. And the other fields are still pretty okay. They're going to try and spider on over there. Should probably build turret then in order to hold these forces off, because otherwise you will get killed over here. Although Jamie is not really engaging with all of their forces, which isn't ideal. And is now coming down. It's a race to this field, but it's a race that BronzePanic has to win. Simply because, yeah, otherwise Jamie has got 2/3 of the map, or even 3/4, depending on how you look at it. Which would not be great. It really wouldn't. Hands of Nod, sure. Spidering on over with those, it's a little bit better in terms of like defense compared to a silo. Considering you can build flamethrowers and all that from it. So if you need it, that could work. Over here, those are not in fact stupid harvesters, it's fine. And over here, one turret is not enough. Turret for Jamie is close, but it's not in range. At least not of the enemy buildings or harvester or whatever. Harvester 1 will be damaged, Harvester 2 will probably also get damaged. And they're not able to go through here, so I have to go all the way around because of pathing. Turret over there will be cleaned up by BronzePanic. They just felt like they could, maybe. I don't know. And that was too far. No. Anyways, I assume that one harvester did not go down since I see one there. And Jamie was pushed out. Okay. Game is stupid. Clicking on the ball just moves you to an entirely different spot. I hate it, but it's fine. Anyways, current eco, not something I've talked about, but look. Oh, hey, Obelisk of Light, not something I've talked about, but it's up now. But like, yeah, double the eco for Jamie does make sense considering they've got like double ref there, another 2 there. These are like not great anymore, but they're still up. Up and operational over here. Well, I think this is the most important thing to like look at for a couple of seconds, and then we move. Because here you've got a construction yard under fire. Will it go down? I don't think it should. And it does not. Okay. Hand of Nod, Obelisk and Turret are still alive. Okay. Joe will be shot. It's a sad day to be Joe. And Apache. Apache against this many bikes. I don't know what the idea was with it. Like a couple of Apaches, if like in the back of your base to sneak, it could work maybe. But not if you know that the enemy has like is quite heavy on bikes. These forces here, like 3-4 bikes mixed in. Here 2, another one, here another 4-5 bikes. Make that 7, 8. Yeah. No, 4 Apaches. Sure. But I also don't really understand it. And alright, Apaches will be cleaned up because they are not enough. You need 4 Apaches just to kill it if they're not being shot at. I know it's a desperate attempt. Like, I do the same thing in 0K, like, oh yeah, I'm dead, let's switch into air, but like, it doesn't work. And eco once again way better for Jamie. Let's move on to match number 3. We've got Lonely Mountain for game number 3 between Jamie in the red with a very fast mouse. This is in the yellow BronzePanic. And well, BronzePanic is slow. Are they going ref first? Yes. Okay. Then it makes a lot more sense. Lonely Mountain. I think this is the second time we've seen this map. Pretty big ore fields, or like Tiberium fields all around. Starting base is pretty good. Probably is able to sustain like 2-ish. Yeah. I think 2 refs per field is probably okay. So you could get a total of like 6-ish. 6 refs should not be a big problem. Probably like 7 or 8 even. And hey, third one on the home field. And this side as well. A little closer together, which means that efficiency should be a little worse later on in the game. Since, well, these are spread out, so they'll like cut this off and this as well at the same time, whereas this will be cut out first and then they've got to move all the way here. Somewhat. It does not matter all that much. Spidering will be like okay. It's not too difficult to get to the other fields. Pretty open map, especially in the base, so you don't really have to pay attention too much to like where you place your buildings, and quite choke pointy as well with these trees. That's a 1 airstrip as expected, other airstrip down there. It's not too bad. Since these are trees, so you should be able to cut those down as well, and just you can move around. It's not too bad. It's not claustrophobia bad or anything. They're still locked in here though. You can't move through your airstrip. It's fine. Anyways, Buggy is now moving in. Eco still quite even and all that. And you're moving into the northern field. Less efficient compared to the south field. Since, because of like the opening and all that. Don't hit your own units. That's stupid. And right now, attrition looking very good for Jamie. With a 10-4 KD. Of course, KD is not going to matter all that much later on. I mean, like a buggy or a bike is like worth a different amount and all that. But for now, it's fine. Anyways, over here, already a big problem for BronzePanic if it goes down. And that hurts. Losing a ref, losing a harvester, that hurts. You're on the back foot now, you need to pull something out of your hat and all that, like 4 ref versus 5 ref. So yeah, these are slightly less efficient, but you're down an entire refinery. Double airstrip now for Jamie. Since, well yeah, 5 refs into double refinery, or like double airstrip, who would have thunk that? Splitting Jamie up a little bit, I don't know if I like that. maybe just focusing full on the construction yard would be better. It should still go down though. With 5 of your buggies hitting it, it does go down, and it wasn't a successful sell-off. So no saving there. In minus power, if this one does go down, they'll never be in positive power again. They won't be, unless they like sell off Hands of Nod, airships, whatever. They can't like heal it back. Eco should, since like this one is now back up, be relatively even. However, up here, power plant going down, still in slightly positive power. Down here, and don't... I'm having flashbacks. Deja vu. Like, I just saw it go down and now it goes down another time. Yeah, that hurts, BronzePanic. Over here, selling off construction yard, at least you do get the cash. But that's one refinery gone. This could very... Don't. And that's 3. No. That's 3. How? Okay, it will stay up. Wow. I was about to say that's 3 including the harvesters. But no, okay, it stayed up. It's fine. Still though, look at that base versus this base, just on the minimap. I don't care what you say, Jamie should just have the way better eco. And well, they do. 3500 versus 1900, 1800, something around that point, so like let's call it 2k versus 3k. Not great for 30 seconds. Which means that like, yeah, in a minute time that's like 2,000 to 3,000 more for Jamie. Ouch, that hurts. BronzePanic needs to make a push somewhere, I just don't know where they would be able to do that. You're facing like 5 ref versus your like 3? 2? 2 refs. With like 3 harvesters. Yeah, you're 2 harvesters behind as well, right? Yes, at least. Yes. 2 harvesters behind. Okay. Versus your 3 harvesters. It's not just 2 refs, it's like 2 and a bit. But yeah. Even calling it 3 to 5, you're just not going to win this. Sorry. Army numbers just look good enough for Jamie as well. Up here, buggies and bikes combined. Buggies to clean up the infantry, bikes to clean out the vehicles. And even if they're not focusing on it like that and the bikes hit the infantry, it's still going to be fine. Whereas in the meantime, you can just hit the airstrip, you can hit the buildings, you can shoot it all down, and you can win this game. So that means it's 3-0 for Jamie. So well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.